Hello, good evening, Facebook friends and family. I'm back. I wanted to get on here today and first of all, happy Friday. I know it's towards the end of the day, but it's still Friday. And today I wanted to give you the Friday focus. I've been working on some things and just reflecting on a lot of different things, and I just felt led to share this one thing with you. And today is focus for today is knowing when to let go. Knowing when to let go can be crucial. But before I even get into knowing when to let go, I want to tell you that there's a time to let go and there's a time to stay. And so you want to make sure that, hey everybody, but you want to make sure that one, you know that there will be a time for you to walk away from something, okay? You don't want to stay too long on something. Also know that there's a time for you to stick it out doing something. And the biggest part of that is knowing when to do which one. Because there is a time to stick it out, and then there's a time to let go. And let me explain to you what I mean. Because there's consequences that go with each one. And let me tell you what I mean. I've been on both sides. I was on an assignment or working a project, let me just say that. And when I started the project, I committed to a certain amount of time. And when that time came, I did nothing. I stayed. I knew at that time I was supposed to leave that project, but for whatever reason, I didn't leave. If you've seen some of my previous posts, so you may see something that's coming out pretty soon, I talk about being a people pleaser. And I really believe that that was part of that characteristic that I carried at that time, that trait that I carried at the time. Being a people pleaser, pleasing someone, staying longer than I had anticipated, longer than I had agreed to, and nobody was making me stay. It was just something that I did or didn't do. I didn't leave, okay? And so by me not leaving when I should have left, oh my goodness, the consequences came, the repercussions came, and every time something hit, boom, 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 I knew it was a direct result of me not leaving when I should have, of me staying too long. So that's why I say it's so important to know that there will come a time for you to go. You finished your assignment, your time is up, it's time to move on, but you have to pay careful attention. And then there's just the opposite to make you really appreciate that. Opposite of that is a time to stick things out. There's a time when you get to the end or to the edge and you feel like you just want to give up and you just can't go any further. You've done everything. You've gone back, you've reread everything, you've redone everything, and things are still not happening the way that you think they should happen. There's something in you, if you are really connected, and if you are really committed, and if you really want it, it's time to stick it out. It's time to stick it out. But you have to know when to stick it out and when to let go. Clarity is confidence. If you have clarity on those, I pray daily for clarity in all areas of my life, because I need to know that I am where I need to be. I'm doing what I need to be doing. I have peace with that. If I have peace with that, if I have clarity with that, then I got the confidence to go forth. And see, that's the thing that's missing or can be missing, is that confidence to go forth. You don't know because you've not sought clarity on it, okay? But when you do have clarity, whether to stay or whether to go, then the next thing is to take action immediately. If it's time for you to go, can't even explain it, just go. If it's time for you to stick it out, no matter what it looks like, no matter what people around you are saying, it's that time to stick it out, because see, you're the one that's going to be responsible for that. It's really up to you to make that decision to do that. Nobody can do it for you. You have to do that. And so I want to leave you with a few more things to kind of hold on to as you're going through the experiencing letting something go, or experiencing, holding on to something or sticking something out. I want you to make sure that you stand firm. Whatever decision you make, stand firm in that decision. Because if you start wavering, thinking back and forth, you're not going to be going in confidence, and you're not going to be as impactful as you would, or the situation is not going to turn out the best because you're wavering back and forth. The next one is watch for patterns. As you make the decision, if you decide to go or decide to stay, and you feel like things are not changing or things are not happening the way they're supposed to, watch for patterns. Did you let your guard down? Did you revert back to something that you were doing? Did you bail out on your decision to stay or go? Did you change? So watch for patterns, and when you see patterns come up, correct them immediately. It's all about taking immediate action. Okay? If we put things off, have good intentions of doing things later probably never comes. Or something gets in the way, or it gets stuff down, and then it doesn't become a priority. But if it comes to you at that moment, take action right then. The other thing is know when to confront. There are sometimes people, things, situations that you have to confront. You have to call things out. Again, there's a time for everything. But these things, if you stay focused on these things, if you realize how important these things are for you to get to the next level, whatever it is you're trying to do, whether it's to, grow your career, or whether it's to extend your relationship, build your relationship, grow in a relationship, whatever it is, you're going to come up with different challenges. You're going to come up with different decisions that you have to make. And it depends on where you are in your walk. What you decide to do. And then remember this last thing, and I always want you to remember this. No matter what happens, whether you decide to let go, whether you decide to stay, remember, it is up to you to make the decision. It is up to you, hey Shelly, to create the life you're meant to live. And that's really what I want to leave you with today. Friday Focus is knowing when to let go. And the overall arching picture is knowing that it's totally up to you to create the life you're meant to live. So you can't blame anybody. You are responsible for you. Okay, listen, enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye.